keeping secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demi, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from defenders to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the round one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drain my...
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is your man, Uncle Demi, and today I got a very special banger for you, man. Probably the most requested build I have received thus far in the NBA Player Series. Carmelo Anthony. Y'all love some Carmelo Anthony, man. Like, that's all I get. Every single build I drop, they're like, yo, man, this build's hot, man. This build's dope. But yo, what about that Melo build? What about that Melo build? I need that prime Melo build. So I was like, man, let me go and get that prime Melo build, man. Y'all was saying the Knicks is the prime Melo. This is the prime Melo build right here, guys, man. Come on, my nephews and nieces, man. Y'all must forgot. Carmelo Anthony was a monster when he was with the Nuggets, man. The Denver Nuggets, right? When he was with the Knicks, that's when he really started to get that downfall. He signed a massive contract with the Knicks. People were like, yo, he's all about the money. He didn't go to Chicago. He didn't sign with the Heat. He didn't leave to take less money to go play with the Heat. You know, it was a lot of controversy around that. And to be honest with you, that moment was for me when I really looked at Melo and I was like, I kind of lost a lot of respect for him then. It wasn't the fact that he wanted to go make a super team. It was the fact was that he just couldn't win championships. And then he strapped the New York Knicks with that massive contract so they couldn't sign other free agents. You know what I'm saying? It was just a tough situation all around for Melo because it was just bad, man. He signed a really big contract. And, you know, obviously they didn't make the playoffs anytime that he was there. It was tough, right? It was tough. Now, if you want to go ahead and look, I mean, Knicks. See, look right here. Knicks, he's not even down here, bro. Oh, here he is. 91 overall, Melo, right? He don't even look happy in his picture. Let me stop. All right. But obviously here, you know, Melo's 94, right? So this is the prime Melo build. Of course, I'm going to knock this out for you. As usual, like I say, man, you can't make a 6'8" scoring machine. So I'm not even sweating it. I'm going to go ahead and make Melo the best way to my ability to where I feel Melo is the Melo. Now, oh yeah, let me say one more thing. Another thing I lost a lot of respect for Melo about. Y'all remember back when he said, yo, like he felt like winning the Olympic gold medals was more, was bigger than winning an NBA championship. And I was like, what? What? Like NBA, as United States, man, we win like Olympic gold medals all the time. Like it's like, you know, a freaking varsity team playing against a middle school team. Like it's not even close. We blow people out left and right. It's not even competitive. It's like, how do you consider that more prestigious than winning an NBA championship playing against the greatest athletes in the world? Like that's when I knew my mindset. I was like, oh my God, bro, this dude Melo is never going to win a championship, right? Now, I'm not trying to bash the guy. I'm just trying to say, like, listen, you know, how I feel about Melo. I'm always keep it 100 with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Melo is not one of my favorite players. I just, you know, but I know from an offensive standpoint, he's a monster. It's just that he just does not have that winning mentality. Me personally, I mean, if you just look, he just doesn't win wherever he goes. Shout out to Melo though. He's coming back. He's, you know, he's definitely doing a great job with the Portland Trail Blazers. You know, he's doing his thing, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm very, very proud of him. I never wish bad on anybody. I'm always big on everybody, you know, being able to be successful and being able to get a skill or trait and be able to utilize that to be successful in America, you know, and that's what he's doing. He's back in the NBA. He's humbled himself. He's hungry. And this is a different type of Melo. Now, this Melo's older. He's 35, but, you know, he's still being productive and he's found a really great role with the Blazers, man. So shout out to Melo. All right. Now, let's just look at the ridiculous attributes of Carmelo Anthony. Now, I really believe some of these attributes are just like, come on, man. Like, I don't know about all that. But now, we're talking about prime Melo, right? Carmelo Anthony, as a true freshman at Syracuse, won a national championship, right? That was the point where I was like, man, yo, this dude's going to be a beast. And then, of course, like I said, it started to trickle down. But he did win a national championship with Syracuse, and that's very hard. And he was the primary scorer. He was the superstar. He was the everything for the Syracuse Orangemen when he was playing. And, of course, you know, he went on to have one of the most historical draft classes of all time. You know, that draft class obviously has LeBron James, and Dwayne Wade, right? So, of course, you know, just them three alone really boosts this draft class to be one of the best draft class all time. Of course, there's other people in there, but there's no need to go down that. But look at this. He's a 94 overall, right? His driving dunks in 85, and I'm 100% cool with that. His close shots in 88, cool with that. Mid-range shot 96, cool with that. Everybody knows Carmelo Anthony is one of the greatest mid-range shooters of all time. He lives in that paint. I would even go as far as to say he's probably top 3. Of course, we all know who 1 and 2 is. That's Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. But Carmelo is right behind him. When it comes to being in the post at that mid-range, between 12 to 15 feet, it's GG. If he's down there and he gets his hip on you, there's nothing you can do. He is unstoppable. He is one of the greatest mid-range scorers of all time. He's one of the greatest scorers of all time, right? His three-point shots in 87, nothing wrong with that, right? His post fades in 93, of course, nothing wrong with that. That's Gucci. 85 post move, nothing wrong with that. Now, this is when things start to get crazy. I'm like, wait a minute now. Hold up. Let me go down here. Ball handling 93? Yo, no wonder you can't make this dude. Ball handling 93. Now, can Melo dribble? Can Melo handle the rock? Yeah, of course. Come on, man. But Melo has a very stiff, unorthodox type of ball handling, right? If you're really into basketball, you know exactly what I mean, right? There's a reason why when Melo gets the ball, he always turns his back to the basket. He faces up, but he's always one jab, straight to the basket, pull up, right? One jab, step back, pull up. You don't see him just out there saucing up, right? Do you understand his ball handling is right up there with Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving? Like 93 ball handling, I don't know about that one, right? Speed with ball 80, that's cool, but I just thought that was crazy. 93 ball handling, I was like, I don't know, man, but they gave it to him, so he has it. This dude is a beast. You give 93 to this guy, like that's crazy. Interior defense, perimeter defense, that wasn't good. His rebounding is good though, right? So you know it wasn't defense. There you go. He has an 84 defensive rebound, all right? So basically, you have a 6'8", 240-pound, 93 ball handling, shooting, driving, dunking, post fading. I mean, it's dope. This is a good Melo build other than a 93 ball handling. I don't really see that. Now, of course, he has no defensive badges. Melo is never known for defense, right? But he's good at getting rebounds. He's a very good rebounder, right? Defensive rebounder. So we'll look at that. His playmaking, right? He has handles for days. He has quick first steps, space creator, stop and go, tight handles, right? His shooting, as you can tell, his shooting is one of his primary things. Deep range dead eye, difficult shots, volume shooter. Of course, these three are perfect. That's definitely Melo, right? Then, of course, you have the finishing badges, okay? So just off rip, I'm already knowing what you have to do. It's either going to have to be a pure playmaking pie chart. It's going to have to be a playmaking and shooting pie chart. As I've been making more and more of these builds, I know exactly what I'm trying to get here, all right? So let's go ahead and head over to the MyPlayer builder and knock out this Carmelo Anthony build. All right, so, of course, Carmelo Anthony's a small forward. He's right-handed. He's number 15 when he's playing with the Nuggets. Obviously, he's number 7 with the Knicks, and then 0-0 with the Portland Trailblazers. So let's go ahead and head over here. What I'm going to go is with the pure playmaking pie chart, trying to get the ball handling something respectable to a 93. So it's at 83 right now. You can also go here, right? Because he has an 82 and an 81. Post phase 87, right? But if you look here, right, you have a 83 ball handling. Here's a 74. There's just no way. 74 is just not going to work. You got to get 83, but also the post moves is a 95. So you can already see how this one right here is going to be great, because we got to think about someone shooting in the mid-range and also being able to do some posts, right? Some post moves, right? So that's what we're going to go with. We're going to go with the pure playmaking pie chart. Hold on, my phone froze up on me. All right. So here I went with the balanced pie chart, and I went with the balanced pie chart because I know that Carmelo Anthony has strength, right? He has a little bit of everything. But if you was to go here and go with the 84 speed, the 76 strength, the 80 acceleration, 57 strength is not going to help you if you're trying to beat you back to the basket doing post moves. A 69 will, and that's going to get higher once I show you exactly what we're going to be doing, all right? So then now what you want to do is you want to go ahead, get this to an 81 close shot. You want to get all this up, and then you want to get this here so we can get exactly 11. So go to 42, and that gets you right at 11. Now you want to max all this out, of course, to get as many shooting badges as possible, right? Then from the passing, he had a 73 pass accuracy, so we went 70 here. We maxed this out to 83, and then we went 78 here, right? and that's gonna give you 17 playmaking badges, and that's gonna give you the post move the post moves at 78 is gonna be great when you're going against a guard. They're not gonna have any type of badges for preventing post moves or back down and all that type of stuff, so you're good there, right? Then you want to max out all this here, right? Interior, perimeter, and lateral quickness. You also want to max out your defensive rebounds, and then you want to go ahead and get your steals. That's gonna give you exactly 3. And the only reason being I got that 3, I'll show you why. Obviously, he doesn't have defensive badges, but I'm thinking outside the box here. I'm giving him an attribute that I think that is going to really symbolize what he is. So I'm going to go ahead and get those 3 badges, okay? Now, before we get into the talking about everything else, his build, I want to go with solid. As you know, Carmelo's kind of a chunky guy, right? So, and then of course you want to go 6'8", and then you want to go 240. He's 240 pounds. And as you see, his strength is now a 73, okay? So that's going to be huge when you're down at, like I said, in the mid-range with your back to the basket. You're going to be able to post people up. You're going to be able to shoot decently from that area, obviously. But also the big thing is his strength and the post moves along with these badges, what really is going to make him great. The last step you want to do is you want to go here. You want to lower your wingspan all the way down. So now you have an 81 mid-range, right? You have an 81 mid-range shot. You have an 80 ball handling, right? Which is ridiculous for a guy at 6'8", 240. You have a 78 post moves. Now, obviously, when you get plus 40 of these, that's an 84 ball handling. So if once you get takeover or get hot, you're going to definitely be able to speed boost with this guy. That's just dope. You got an 81 mid-range shot. That get to 85. You'll have a 77 3. I'm sorry, a 78 3, right? Your close shot's going to be up there to 85. Your driving layups are going to be up there. Your driving dunk is going to be at 78. So you're going to have a decent all-around player when it comes to this. And to me, this symbolizes what Carmelo Anthony really is, right? Now, here you have 2 choices. You can go with shot creating or you can go with post score, right? Post scoring takeover is going to be really OP. But Carmelo Anthony, that's what he did. He worked down low in the post. He definitely was really good with his post moves. Also, as a shot creator, he did a lot of crazy moves as a shot creator. I will go as far as say that young Melo was a shot creator, older Melo, Knicks Melo, Melo with the Thunder, and that type of deal. He was more of a spot up, and then he was more of a post scorer. He did a lot of work down low. So we're going young Melo, so we'll go with shot creator, but you definitely can go a post scorer if you want to, right? And there you have it. You have a mid-range shot creator. Actually, that sounds exactly what he is. He was a mid-range shot creator. He played in the mid-range. He was a ridiculous shot creator. So that's what we have, a mid-range shot creator, all right? Now let's go ahead and test it out. So, of course, you know, first and foremost, we want to go ahead and get this guy to a 99. All right. So then what you want to do here is this, guys. Of course, you know you want to get contact finisher. That's important, all right? You want to get contact finisher. You also want to get back down punisher on goal because that's going to work hand in hand with what you're doing with Carmelo Anthony. He was a bruiser down low. Back down punisher, contact finisher, right? Now, you want to go ahead and get your relentless finisher on silver, okay? Relentless finisher on silver, and then what you have next is really your choice. You got fancy footwork, all right? Or you got acrobat, which either one you feel good with. I'm going with fancy footwork, right? Now, if you want to try to do something where, you know, you get a little bit of both, you can drop these down. You might not even need go back down punisher for a guard. Silver might be good enough, right? And then you can go ahead and get either consistent finisher, which is good, help you with your layups, or you can go with acrobat, right? So you have some good choices here. I think back down punisher is an OP little thing for him because that's what he does down low. You'll be able to cook up with that. You always want to have contact finishers to the highest you possibly can, all right? So then, of course, it's your Carmelo Anthony build. You can make it any way you want. Here, you want to get your quick draw, at least on gold, right? You want to get your range extender. Your three-point shot, as you know, 2K Lab said that just having it on range extender on bronze for anything that's under 80 or that's in the 70s, that's all you need. They also said the same thing for catch and shoot. That's all you need is bronze, so it changes a lot of things here, right? But next, you definitely want to go with your green machine. You definitely want to go with your volume shooter, all right? So your volume shooter, your green machine, you definitely want to have because you're going to be shooting up a lot of shots. This is Carmelo Anthony. Last but not least, you want to have your difficult shots on gold because obviously that's what you're going to be doing, a lot of difficult shooting. And then the last one I say, get your post fades, right, on bronze. Now, you do have Deadeye, which is another good one to have. But again, It's all really based upon how you're going to play. If you're going to be the guy on the twos court, or you're going to be the guy on the threes that's going to be a primary ball handler, doing a lot of scoring, then you definitely want to have the volume shooter. You definitely want to have your green machine, right? Because that's what really is going to set you apart with this build, right? Having difficult shots is another good one to have, obviously, because you can do a lot of hop steps and fadeaways. So that's something you definitely want to have. And keep in mind, if you're not knowledgeable, you don't know about 2K Labs, they test out all these badges in a very secure environment where, you know, everything is done with the modded controller. You know, it's hooked up to computers. They do like over 200 shots in each badge to really get the numbers. And it blew my mind. If you catch and shoot, you only need it on bronze. You only need it on bronze if you're not over a 90, right? It's not much of a difference, right? Same thing for post fades. Same thing for a range extender. And I've been playing for the past 2 weeks like this, and I have seen so much more benefit because I have more badge attributes. You know, I'm always huge on allocating the badges properly, using their game style for the badges that you're playing with. And I'm telling you right now, my nephews and nieces, you got to break out of this stuff. You got to see the golden Hall of Fame on things. I'm telling you, the game is not placed or made to where you have to have everything Hall of Fame. You can have things on silver, on bronze, and still be very effective, because the difference between a bronze range extender and Hall of Fame range extender for someone that has a 73-3 is not that big enough to justify getting it. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. So here, this is where things will get really pretty dope. You can get your Hall of Fame post spin. You want to get Hall of Fame quick first step. You want to get Hall of Fame space creator. All right. You also want to get your handles for days. All right. So I think these three right here definitely will help with what you're trying to do with a Carmelo Anthony build, right? Post spin technician, you definitely want to have. You definitely want to have quick first step. You definitely need space creator. You want to have handles for days if you're trying to dribble. And then go ahead, just top it off and get unpluckable on bronze, right? Or if you won't care about that, get tight handles. If you want to drop if anything that needs to be dropped, all right, it can be his post spin, all right? So if you want to do that, because I mean, like, again, you're going against guards, if you want to do it like that, have it on silver, you can. It's really your split. I just know quick first step and handles for days you need for anybody trying to dribble. But it's dope to have 17, and you also can get Dimer Hall of Fame and anything else that you need. Again, guys, ankle breaker is not a good badge this year. It's tight handles is what really stuns people. This is what stuns people. I know some of y'all was like, oh my God, you don't even have ankle breaker on him? Yeah, because you don't need it, because you don't get the ankle breaker. You get the tight handle stun, but you don't get the ankle breaker. Ankle breaker is once you get post, you're starting to see those crazy ankle breaks when you have Takeover as a playmaker. That's when you start to see it. But when you have ankle breaker Hall of Fame and you're out there dribbling, you're not dropping people on their faces. I'm just letting you know that. What you're getting is the stuns. The stun is from tight handles. And this is what I'm talking about. Improves a player's ability to break down their offender. You get a stun, right? Increases a player's ball handling ability to size the situation, makes it easier to break down the one ball defender. That's what you're getting. I'm telling you, it's the tight ball handles that you're looking at, all right? Now, here, this is what I was saying. Go ahead and get rebound chaser on gold. Carmelo Anthony's a great rebounder, right? Getting rebound chaser on gold, that will signify, that will close up, that will completely lock in the key of Carmelo Anthony, right? Now, if you want to try to do something else with it, of course you can, but I'm just here, my nephews and nieces, to make you a Carmelo Anthony build, and that's exactly what I did. Hopefully you appreciated that, right? So here you have it, Carmelo Anthony, a mid-range shot creator. Like I said, one of the top mid-range scorers of all time, one of the most lethal scorers of all time. Hopefully you appreciate this video. If you did, please drop a like. If you haven't subbed to the channel yet, please sub to the channel. I have a lot of content still coming down the pipeline. You know, as you already know, we have 11,000 subs. We're making a crazy push right now for 12,000. My goal is to have 13K by the end of the year. So hopefully we can hit that. I'm not gonna say hopefully, we will hit that, right? So other than that, my nephews and nieces, please enjoy your day, and I'll be back really, really soon with another banger. And you know when I say really soon, I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.
Try to drag my name in dirty, try to bring me down. See me win, you ain't like me then. No, you ain't me now. All of them coppers tried to call me, I can see it now. Biggest